Greetings everyone, this is Elizabeth and today we are card hopping. This card hop is brought to you by the members of Handmade Happiness, a Facebook group. Today's theme is winter and the technique is paste. I have pulled out my bee sting inking pad and I'm just inking up this card panel so it's nice and pretty. And then I ink smush the rest of that pink reddish ink onto my card. And then I run it through the embossing folder. Look at those poinsettias. And we're going to make them pop with some lunar paste. Lunar paste is, it's my favorite. And I'm a little biased because it's pretty much the only paste I have. I do have one or two from other companies, but yeah, if you have paste, be sure to pull them out, dust them off, and use them to accentuate your cards. Now, this card literally took me 12 minutes, and that's including getting everything out and ready. Super, super quick. You ink your paper, or maybe you have a pattern paper. You run that through the embosser, add your shimmery paste over the top just to highlight it, and bam, you have a beautiful card. Now, I did trim it down so that it would have a little bit of a black border, and there it is. It's, you guys, it's so quick and easy. Pull out those pastes. I did watch a little video on how to tie a bow. I will link that down in the description below. And yeah, this just made it beautiful. And the bow was actually really easy. I just made the loops like the lady suggested, cut my little notches, put the wire in there, and voila, I had this beautiful bow. This is not a wire bow, so definitely you can use it without wire. And then just to cover my little bit of wire, I grabbed a button. And voila, look at that. Card's all done. And since this was such a quick little Christmassy card, I'm going to go into a few other techniques that you can do with your pastes. Now, this first technique is easy. It's just painting. You have your stamped image and you use a little paintbrush or stylus tool. You can use it to make little dots, but you can accentuate your stamps just by adding a little bit of your shimmery texture paste. And again, I'm using a Lunar Paste by Simon Hurley. It is one of my favorite. It has so much shine and shimmer. And next you'll see the card I made with it. Isn't that just lovely? Here, I got some backgrounds I'm working on. These are works in progress. And I was like, we'll show this with the stencils. And you can run your paste through any kind of stencils. Just make sure you clean them. And for cleanup, use that spatula and just spread it on a piece of paper. Clean your stencil over another piece of paper, and you're going to start some new backgrounds. It's so fun and easy. I love Lunar Paste cleanup. Just look at all that. And here you can use your paste just by splattering it on with your spatula. And you're going to get these really cool textures, and it's just really magical. Just have fun with your pastes. This one's going to be a fun card. I can't wait to make something. Now, you can use your foam daubers and smear that across. And I slit this panel right down the center, and I get 2 cards for 1. Easy peasy. Here, I have the same embossing paper, and then I used 2 colors of my paste, and I blended them together with a brayer and rolled it on the top. So there's lots of ways to apply your Lunar Paste, or your paste of whichever brand that you have, and you can just have lots of fun. Now this one, I added a little ribbon across the bottom and slapped it on the front of a card. I think it turned out super cute. And the thinner the paste application, the quicker it dries. These cards dried so quick. Now here I have a pile of lunar paste and I want to clean it up, but I don't really want to waste it. So I just ran the brayer through it, and here's another application, straight brayering right to your plain flat paper. It was a little dry, and so it did stick. It's like glue, and it made a little bit of a boo-boo, but that's okay. And you can see my fingers running through it. It's super dry, but we're going to clean that up. And what you're going to want to do is you're going to spritz your palette down there with some water. Easy peasy, just some water. And you're going to push and drag your paper through. Don't tap it because it's not going to pick anything up. Push and drag your paper through. And you're going to pick up some beautiful colors. You can die cut this. You can use it as a background and put focal images on the top of it. The possibilities are endless. And let me tell you, it's really satisfying to swipe all that up and clean it up. So I hope this is inspiring you to get messy with your paste. And then look at, there's hardly anything left for me to clean up. And again, I have a little bit on my palette knife, so I'm just going to wipe it right onto the paper. It blends in so beautifully. This here is all lunar paste. I just used my finger and smeared it in there. It's gorgeous. Here we are with our embossing folder. Now this technique is really fun. You want to make sure the word and the image is up so that when you open it, the part that shoves into the paper is facing you. And if you coat it with your texture paste, you gotta be kind of quick because remember, the thinner it is, the quicker it dries. You coat it, then you set your paper on it and pull it. Now, I did 2 pulls off of 1 coating of the ink. And you can't get this look by brayering it on. It's just fabulous. And you can see the original and flipping it over and stuff. Just 2 different techniques. It just amazes me the looks you can get with just playing around. So I hope you are inspired and want to pull out your texture pastes and stuff, and think about adding some. If you have a plain or a light colored one, maybe add some micas, stuff like that. Here I have a sponge that I didn't clean, okay, and so it made it kind of crusty. But I kept it because it gives some really cool textures. So that's our crusty sponge giving some splattery effects. Okay. And then I'm going to pull out almost a brand new sponge and show you what the Dobby effects look like with a brand new soft sponge. As long as you clean your sponge shortly after using, it will stay soft and pliable. I have one that I've used quite a bit that I just clean out really good and it stays nice and soft. And we're going to gently rub on some of that paste, okay? And then we're going to daub it there so we don't get a big glob. And you can see the difference between the two. Very different, unique textury bits. I want to thank you for hanging out with me today. And hope you have fun during the hop. Bye, everyone.